So Luke Parkinson, you were one of the trimmers on the boat today. Just talk us through what the objectives were for the day and how close you feel that you got to them.
Yeah, so today was my first day in the AC40, so pretty much familiarisation, learning how to sail the boat. Ben's day 2 as well, so just getting to grips with how the boat performs, handles, what you can and can't do with its one design setup, I suppose.
And I've been asking everybody that's been on for the first time, what are your instant impressions of the boat?
Yeah, you know, they're a cool boat, and they're very loud actually, which was one thing that was surprising. But they're pretty impressive, and the way it's all working. And I'm sure they'll, you know, with a few small tweaks, they'll be a really good product.
When you say loud, that surprises me, because when you come past us, we can hear no noise at all. What can you hear on board?
Yeah, so mainly just the pumps, or the pump and the accumulator filling up. And just it's just the type that it has is quite noisy when you're in the cockpit.
The trimmer's role on conventional boats, we all understand what the trimmer's doing. In lots of ways it'll be the same on these boats, but can you talk us through the role just in kind of the headline terms?
Yeah, so at the back we've got control. You can select to have control of the mainsail trimming functions, Cunningham main sheet, traveller, the mast rotation, the clue cars, all those sorts of things. Or you can also switch it over so you have the jib sheet, car, Cunningham, and those sorts of things. So just balancing the moding and the setup to get the most performance out of it, really.
And when you're on the windward side, that's when you're most active in the trimming role, or are you sharing it between both sides?
We're still trying to work it out. We've only sailed this boat a handful of times, so just playing with different setups, I guess, and working out what's effective. It's still pretty early days for us on this thing.
Okay, a few check-ins about what we saw today. We saw several times 3 crew up to windward just as you're setting up for a takeoff run. We've seen the Italians do that a little bit on video. What's that all about?
Yeah, I guess these boats get all their riding moment from the foils. So at speeds where the foils aren't working, they don't really have any riding moment. So just playing around with some ideas we've seen the other teams do, seeing if it works or not, seeing if it actually helps. Just trying to work out that balance of using the foils or the crew work when you haven't got any speed.
We saw a little bit of a nosedive at one point today. It seemed to be quite unexpected from our point of view. What was happening there?
It might have been in a takeoff situation, the one that you're referring to, and I guess that's just balancing out the autopilot trim and the direct control between turning it on and off and those sorts of things. And again, that's really just starting to learn the boat and the buttons and when to select which mode up front. That's pretty much what drives the bow into the water.
That's fantastic, Luke. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries.